ninth-ranked team in the land, the Western Michigan Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Cardinals will get us started with the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Broncos offense will get the first crack at it here. And all eyes will be on this man because he is electrifying every time he touches the ball.
I mean, so much fun to watch. Can hit home runs, can make big plays. Everything in this offense starts with that grown man.
What I really like about him, too, is he's versatile, right? He can carry the rock, he can catch the football, he's good at blocking. This guy stays on the field for a reason.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. They're going to run it. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're getting this guy lathered up. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Quick pass on the fly motion. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is most dangerous.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. Those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did. They got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Gilliam. Snowed under after a pickup of 2. They'll mark it at the 8. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. They'll try to power their way ahead. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's caught! Touchdown, Broncos!
Well, your opponent can't beat you if you don't give them the football. And they were able to possess it throughout the entire first quarter, and they finally cap it off with that impressive rushing touchdown.
Western Michigan, 7.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cardinals offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Right back to the well. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. The Cardinals headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the ball is intercepted. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Western Michigan. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6.
That makes the score. Western Michigan. 14.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. On the ground, going for the first down with the give to the tight end. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. And the Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He'll run it again. Breaks the tackle.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
From the gun, the ground game. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The Cardinals will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Just needs a crack to get a return. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. They've been up and down the field so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. The inside handoff. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm now. They're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Touch pass on the run. Inside the 25.
This defense really needs to be careful, and they have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball, because he is dangerous in space.
Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. The give to the fullback. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
I love fullbacks that are versatile. You don't see many of them in college football anymore, but this guy's unique. He is a weapon when he has the ball in his hand.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Quarterback duplicitous in his dealing. Some would even say sneaky. They'll immediately call timeout. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They'll try to slam it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Broncos.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, you have been calling a great broadcast today from there in Kalamazoo. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Waldo Stadium.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the 2nd half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the 2nd half.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. We'll see if they can dig one up that goes forward this time on 2nd down from the 18. The give to the tailback. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. And the Cardinals will hustle to the line. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the 1st down. The Cardinals will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in at the 25. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
It's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? Calls his own number. He's able to fight his way for a couple of yards, but it'll be 4th down and 3.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Oh, and he finds his slot receiver on that 4th down throw. And I'll tell you, this guy's not the biggest receiver in college football, but he does such a good job working the middle of the field. He's just able to get open and read coverage. Every quarterback loves having a slot receiver like that.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, Because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
And the Broncos with the 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Gilliam. Fights off a defender. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Western Michigan is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. First down to start the drive after the break. They'll try the left side. Makes a man miss. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Holding, offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. After getting moved back, it's 1st and 20. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Now on the move. Tackled after picking up the first down.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw in that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
They give to the big fullback, and they get him down.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line. Brings up second and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Western Michigan! And the route is on. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Buffalo was able to cap off a close one inside UB Stadium with a narrow victory. And that's the mark of a solid program. Pile up wins, build on games like these, and remain focused on the big picture.
Quarterback adapting.
It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. And I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Back to pass. It's Goff. Pocket starts to collapse. Feeling some heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish.
Intercepted. Looking for more room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Second down coming up. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. The Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. The lone back's got it.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the fourth quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game. Being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around.